Hey guys, welcome back.
Thank you for your prayers.
We're going into our transfer
In 4 weeks.
month. We have a date of December the 1st. Today is October the 27th.
28.
Had my baseline ultrasound today, and I did blood work, and they are gonna contact me later today to let me know that I can start my birth control pills. And then I think later on I'm gonna be starting 2 other medicines. One in my butt area. And so, as you all know, Marcus has been giving me my
Nurse
injections.
Roundtree,
So
shout out to Kevin Roundtree, Felicia Munden, all my aunts and uncles, nurses. I got scrubbed, y'all.
That is what we're waiting. That is where we're at now. How you feeling?
Your skin look good, baby. Your skin look really good. I'm just excited. It's been a journey, 2 years. It's been a long journey, and we passed the hardest part. So the home stretch is here. We got names for the children already picked out. And I just want to stay focused. Hopefully we'll travel, have like a baby moon / travel.
Before our transfer, it's gonna be Thanksgiving, and we really kind of wanted to do something different this year with this just going away and just like reconnecting and just being in a really great space. We're thinking about going to Aruba. We're there, like we can like
so close.
It's crazy how your life can change in a blink of an eye.
One phone call,
and
change
so
your life.
We're excited, and that is basically the update that I have for you guys. I'm ready.
All right, guys, so I am here at the doctor's office. I am doing my trial transfer. I think it's called a sonogram or something of that sort. Basically where they're going in, kind of like they're gonna do like place the embryo. So they want to make sure that like my uterus, like everything is intact to actually for the embryo to stick. So they're testing out my uterus wall, like just going in there pretty much to see what is going on. Today is November the 5th. I just ordered my progesterone medicine, my PIO, and that should come tomorrow. And I actually start next Friday. I actually forgot to order them, but luckily I don't start them until next Friday, so that turned out great. I am a bit emotional because we've been through so much to get to this point, and I'm so grateful that we're at this point. It's just, it makes my heart full. I'm grateful, I'm thankful. Yeah, I still find, you know, within these 15 minutes, I do pray for others that have not gotten to this point, because I know how it feels. My therapist always tells me, like, you cannot unsee things, you cannot unfeel things. And I know how it feels to, you know, go through the whole process and then not have any embryos. Like, I know how that feels. And so I just use this time to like pray for those that are like hopeless on this journey. I pray for, you know, anyone that has lost, you know, a child or anything of that sort. I just want, you know, to tell somebody out there, like, you're not going through this alone. You're not alone. You definitely have people that are praying for you, and, you know, definitely pay it forward, because I am so grateful that I am at this point, and I am gonna celebrate this until the end. Like, I'm gonna celebrate it. I'm just gonna celebrate it. Even the small wins. I don't call them small wins. Even the wins, I'm gonna celebrate it. So I'm just grateful for what is to come. I'm looking forward to it. It's right near the holidays, so I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm just praying every day. I seen a YouTube clip where this lady, she had just received news that she was pregnant, and she, you know, she basically said, you know, I have to give everything, my doubts, my what ifs, to God and let him do it. And when I tell you that message was for me, it has definitely hit my spirit to the core. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So you guys stay tuned. And I'm dressed casual. I always dress casual. They're probably looking at me like, this girl never gets dressed. I have on like some tights, fleece, and this. So yeah. And I'm drinking my water, my Trader Joe's water, because you had to come with like half a bladder full or whatever. So yeah, that's what we're doing here. So all right, let me get myself together and then I'm gonna be out. All right, guys.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Okay, so today is November the 12th, and I just kind of wanted to come up here to share some details about where we are in this journey to parenthood. So earlier on this week, so Friday, I had my, I think it was a sonogram, a saline sonogram. So basically where they go in and they look at your uterus cavity to make sure that it is ready to place an embryo in there. And so I did that on Friday, and my PA, she was like very like straightforward, which I love. I love straightforward doctors, PA, MP, like just give it to me cold blood, like just give it to me. So she did mention that there was this thick tissue that she wanted Dr. Johnson to see. And she took a picture of it and she showed it to me, and we looked at it, and she was like, you know, I'll let her, you know, see this, but everything else looks good. You'll definitely get a call from us later on next week. So fast forward, I want to say it was either, I think it was Wednesday. The PA sent a message to the portal, and it was like, hey, you know, after Dr. Johnson reviewed the sonogram, she said that you have a polyp that we have to move. And at the time, I just was like, you know, like, this journey has been so hard, and it's just like, it's almost like you prepare for the worst, and that's sad. But when she told me, you know, I was just like, okay, you know. So she said that a nurse would be calling me for next steps on getting it removed, and that I couldn't start my medicines on that coming Friday, because I was supposed to start all of my medicines to prepare for the transfer. So I was just like, okay, like, if this needs to be done, then let's just, you know, handle this. So, you know, I came home, I told Marcus. It was upsetting. I'm the type of person where it takes me a long time to like process things. And so I was sad because it's just like, this whole year has been up and down, and so it was like we were finally getting good news, and then this happened. And so it's like I try to train my mind where, okay, my body has to get prepared to receive our embryos. So I try to pitch it in that way, and I'm glad that they found it, because it could have, you know, resorted in a way of a miscarriage or a way of the pregnancy not being successful. So I have to view those type of things like moving forward, because of course I just want to get this over with. Like, not over with, I just want it to happen. And it was sad. It was really sad. I did wake up in a mood. I'm trying to push through. We have like this game night. Marcus family is coming up, and I'm looking forward to seeing them. We don't get to see them often. We're not going home for Thanksgiving this year, so I'm super excited for that. And I just have to control what I can control at this point, and just take the blows as they come, and just know that it's for a reason, and it may be delayed, but it's not denied. And that's what I have to live on, and that's what my hope lies on, is just that, you know, I get to have another chance at getting my body prepared for my baby. So that is the way that I'm looking at it. I am just so, like, it just gives me this extra push that I need. Well, that I didn't think that I need. So it's just, this journey is just a struggle. But I just wanted to jump up here to give you guys like a short update. So we won't be transferring on December the 1st. I don't know when we will. That was like some of my questions, like, okay, I know that it gets pushed back, but I don't know how far it gets pushed back. And, you know, I got super frustrated and overwhelmed with that concept. So I completely just put it out of my mind. I was just like, you know what? I have to deal with the now, because I am so ready to get to the next step where I'm not even dealing with what I need to deal with in the now. And that is prepping myself for this procedure, praying that it's successful, that it does what it needs to do, so I can look forward to the next steps in this transfer. And so that is what I'm trying to do. Just not get ahead of myself and just get, you know, ask so many questions where it's like, do I really want to know those answers, or do I just really want to focus on the now? And I think for me, it works best if I just focus on what I need to focus on right now. I'll get to what I need to get to when I get there. But I think it's just so important for me, and just the way that I take on information is just a lot for me. Because, I mean, I try not to, you know, get on YouTube. I try not to do too much research, but I do try to make sure that I'm knowledgeable about, you know, what's going on with my body. And so I think that I am just going to focus on the now, and I'm just going to prepare my body as much as I can, prepare it to receive the embryo. So I jumped up here to let you guys know that. So yeah, it's a hiccup, but, you know, delayed but not denied, you know. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And so yeah, I will see you guys on the next, probably right before I have my procedure, because my birthday, I'm having it all in the same week of my birthday. I'm having it on the 13th. My birthday's on the 17th. So yeah. All right, guys. See y'all. Loves and kisses. All right, surgery is completed, and we are stopping to get something to eat, and then we're heading home. I'm a little groggy here. The doctor said that she removed some tissue as well as cleaned up some of the uterus cavity. Overall, I'm feeling really good. I do have, they put me on some like hospital underwear with some pads. I don't have any cramping just yet. I am noticing like some pressure in my stomach, but I'm hoping that goes away. I'm taking it easy. I'm going to probably look at some TV and get some rest today, and then I'll update you guys on the next day. Dr. Johnson said that we can, you know, assume everything the next day. Like today, she said I should be feeling like 80%, and then the next day I'll be back to 100. So the recovery time that she said, I'm looking forward to it. I'll update you guys on how I feel per day. I'm getting ready for my birthday on Saturday. Today is Wednesday. No, today is Tuesday. But I do want to say the medicine that I took the night before, I had to take 2 tablets. I'll insert the name right here. And that dilated my cervix. And that medicine made me really crampy. Oh, be prepared for that. It made me really crampy. So have a heating pad available for that. And I think that's all that I have to say. Ready to get my baby, my transfer. So I'm ready for that. I'm trying to decide like how long do I want to take, because I do have a choice to just wait until my period comes on, contact my center, and then start. They'll have to do another sonogram, and then I'll be able to start the transfer. But I'm thinking that I want to give my body like a chance to like heal properly. So I don't know if I want to just go ahead and jump right into the transfer. Yes, I'm eager for it to happen, but I also want to make sure that I'm taking my time with doing the transfer. So I want to definitely make sure that, you know, my body heals properly. So I'm trying to do that. So yeah, I'm trying to decide on that. I'm gonna ask my acupuncture her thoughts on it, and I'm really just gonna pray about it, and let God lead me in the way. So yeah, it's like you're in a rush, but you're not in a rush. You want to time it, you know, accordingly. Yeah, I would like for it to happen tomorrow, but is that in my best interest? I'm like super tired. That medicine, it's that anesthesia. It's the best medicine anybody can describe, but afterwards it makes you feel like so sleepy. So yeah, I think that's all. So I had to have surgery in December 2022, like a couple of days before my birthday, December the 13th. The surgery went great. I had to be put under sleep. They had to remove some polyps from my uterus. And so after that, I enjoyed my birthday. And then I really was talking with Marcus, and I'm just like, you know, do I want to give my body, you know, a chance to heal? Do I want, I kept going back and forth, and I was just like, you know, I'm just gonna pray on it. Okay, so January the 23rd came around, and it was time to make a decision. The doctor's office contacted me and was like, hey, just wanted to check to see when you wanted to get on the schedule for your transfer. And it was just a whole lot of nerves. So I, you know, prayed about it, and, you know, I'm, you know, going with God's answer. And so we decided to go along with the January cycle. So I had to come in January, so I had to take birth control and get prepared for the transfer. And here we are, February the 10th. So I went into the doctor yesterday to get my blood work so I can start my medication for my transfer. yesterday I got the call from the nurse, and she said that my estrogen level was really high and they didn't want to start me on the medicine just yet. So they wanted me to come in today to get blood work again. And yesterday, like, I feel like up until Thursday, I feel like my life has been chaotic with things that are out of my control. And I just feel like I have learned to set healthy boundaries with the people that I have in my life that cannot offer anything to me in this season. It is very hurtful, a lot to deal with. And so when the doctor told me, you know, the nurse told me that, you know, my estrogen level was high, and I was just thinking, like, is it stress? Like, why is it high? Like, is this like another step back? Like, you know, I know in the back of my head, I know it's, you know, it may be delayed, but it's not denied. And I know it's all in God's timing. But right then in that second, it's like so hard to control your emotions. And so I can't even lie, I was just upset. I'm just like, yo, like, we've been on this journey since the end of 2021. It's now 2023. Marcus has had 2 surgeries. I have had 2 egg retrievals. I've had another procedure. And it's just like, when is it gonna become my time, you know? And so it's really hard. It is really hard to try to push through and look at the bigger picture when you're constantly getting knocked back down. This journey has definitely been a roller coaster. I'm starting to get like a little irritated with a couple of things. So here we are. So I took my blood test, and so now I have to wait to make sure that my estrogen levels are back down. I'm praying that they are back down so we can go ahead and start, you know, the medicine for the transfer. So that is my prayer. That's the only thing that I can do. Everything is so uncontrollable. Like, you can't control anything with this process. You have to let your body do what it's meant to do. And I guess it's like, you can't get mad at what your body is doing, because it is your body, you know. And it's just like so frustrating and hard when you're going through it to like understand, like, okay, like, don't blame yourself because your estrogen level is high. But it's like, could I have prevented my estrogen level to be high? So it's just like a whole lot of ups and downs with this journey. But I did want to come up here to let you guys know, like, where we're at, how I'm feeling. Like, these are my real feelings about what is going on. I don't know what's gonna be able to happen like today. So I wanted to update you guys. I am definitely about to just meditate and just get myself together. Because it is Friday. I want to make sure that this doesn't linger on. It is going to be what it's going to be at the end of the day. And I want to be able to be in a great headspace whenever I do receive the news, and whatever that news is. I just want to make sure that, you know, I'm embracing my feelings. And I'm also like, you know, like embracing my feelings, and also like being prepared for the unknown, which is so difficult, but that's what I am doing. So yeah, that is my story of the day. I may come back up here and update you guys. I may not, but I just wanted to show you guys my true, real feelings on how I'm feeling about everything, how everything is going. This journey is so like emotionally draining. Sometimes you have your highs. When you have your highs, they are high highs, but when you have your lows, they are low lows. So I just have to press through and just know that, you know, God will give me my heart's desire in his timing, and how much I want to control that and want it to be in my timing is just not gonna happen that way. And I just have to trust him, and that's where my belief comes into place, and that's where my faith comes into place. But I can't even sit up here and say that this does not affect me mentally and emotionally. It's very taxing, but this is it. So I'm praying for great news this afternoon, and I'm just, you know, just praying. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next video.
Hey guys, just wanted to jump up here. I am at my acupuncture appointment. I've been doing acupuncture since October. It's now February. I've been doing it pretty much every week to prepare for the transfer, but today I think I'm gonna let them know that I just want to like regroup and to like cancel my appointments. I may start back next month, I may not, I'm not sure. Our cycle was canceled because my estrogen level was high, so they canceled it. And so we're trying to decide. When I say we, I'm talking about me and Marcus. We're just trying to decide our next move here. Yeah, so that is where we're at here. The journey still continues. I'm a little upset, so I think I am going to chat with you guys at a later time so I can work through these tears and I can give you guys an update of my thoughts and my feelings and just how I'm dealing with another setback. So that is what I'll do.
Don't really know where I left off from the last video, so I'm gonna try to remember. I am intentional of how and when I pick up my camera to give you guys updates, but this I wanted to update and also document, you know, just for my records and just to like look back thus far on the journey. So just a backstory. So originally, after the surgery in December, we kind of thought about just giving my body a break, letting my period come on, and then starting with the transfer. Well, my period came on in January, and that day we decided that we wanted to move forward with doing the transfer. So I contacted the doctor. They started me on birth control and then called me back in to do another test, ultrasound, a baseline ultrasound, and draw my blood. Now this was like, I started the birth control in January, and then I had to be on the birth control. say about February, I think February the 6th, I think it was, that I was on the birth control. So I had to stop like maybe like a couple of days before I tested. So I came back in, and so I came in, and the lady, well, the nurse called me later on that day and told me that my estrogen level was high, and they wanted to retest it. So I went back in on that Friday, they retested it. My estrogen level was still high. So immediately I'm thinking like, why is my estrogen high? Like, oh my God, like what is going on? Like, what is the hold up now? Because in December, when we were about to do our transfer, we found out I had a polyp, had to cancel that, had to do a procedure, and then now something else comes up with my estrogen being high. So I'm like, you know, emailing the nurses like, hey, like what can I take? Can I take anything? You know, I was working with my acupuncture lady, and she was just like, honestly, you're just gonna have to wait it out. You know, we could start you on things, but just, you know, try not to stress, you know, eat, you know, they were telling me just, you know, just it's gonna be okay. So at that point I was like, you know, this is a lot, and honestly I was not prepared for all of the no's. A lot mentally on me. And so me and Marcus, we decided to take a break. Initially we wanted to take a break, and then so we talked about it. We went back and forth. He didn't want to take a break. You know, he was very strong at, okay, we're at the finish line. Like, we see the finish line. We can see it now. Like, before, we could not see it. We were miles away. But now we can finally see the finish line. Like, why stop here? And so I was telling him, you know, my reservations of, like, moving forward and just giving myself a detox, because it was like honestly, it's so nice to not even think about this journey and just live life. It can become so consuming. Like, we had some trips that we wanted to go on, and we had to postpone them, and then, you know, it determined that, you know, the last cycle was canceled, so we could have went on that trip. So it was just a whole lot of things that we were like moving and trying to coordinate with this schedule. So we could not get on the same page, and then finally, you know, we had a talk and we finally got on the same page, and we decided to, you know, do a month break.